A little girl buys an ice cream and happily goes to her stepmother. She smiles and says, "Look, my ice cream. It's so tasty." The stepmother gets angry and says, "Go away. Don't you see? You might make my dress dirty. Do you even know how expensive this dress is?" The little girl softly says, "But I didn't do anything." The angry stepmother snatches the ice cream and throws it on the ground. Just then, the ice cream seller girl comes and says, "Hey, madam, what's wrong with you? Why are you treating this little girl like that?" The stepmother shouts, "Mind your own business." At that moment, the little girl's father arrives and asks, "What's going on here?" The little girl cries and says, "Daddy, Natalia threw my ice cream." The wife quickly says, "That's not true. She was about to make my dress dirty, so I threw it away." The ice cream seller gives another ice cream to the little girl. The father says, "I'll pay you for it." The seller smiles and says, "Don't worry, it's on me." The father says to his daughter, "Say thank you." The girl says thank you, and then the father takes his wife and daughter home. When they reach home, the little girl quietly says, "Daddy, I don't like her." The father looks surprised and says, "My dear, what are you saying?" The girl says, "She threw away my ice cream." The father replies, "No, she wouldn't do that to you." The girl pleads, "Please, Daddy, believe me." The father says gently, "I know you miss your real mom, but she's gone now. You must learn to be nice to Natalia." The girl says sadly, "But I can't stand her." The father becomes strict and says, "Enough. She's my friend and you must respect her. Now I have to go to work." The next morning, when the father goes to work, the stepmother says, "Finish your breakfast, then hang the clothes and clean the house." Later, she brings a basket full of clothes and says, "Wash these." The little girl says, "But today is my holiday." The stepmother replies, "So what? Holidays aren't for being lazy. Do as I say, or no TV for a week." The little girl sadly washes and dries the clothes, while the stepmother sits and drinks juice. After some time, the girl goes out and finds the ice cream seller again. She tells her everything about her stepmother's cruelty. That evening, when the father comes home, he doesn't find his daughter. He asks his wife, but she carelessly says, "I don't know. Maybe she went out by herself." The ice cream seller tells the girl, "You must tell your father everything. He needs to know the truth." Just then, the father arrives and sees his daughter. He hugs her tightly and thanks the ice cream seller. The stepmother takes the girl home, but the father stays behind, thinking about everything. The ice cream seller says, "You should really see who you are living with. Your daughter is not happy with that woman. Maybe she doesn't treat her well. Maybe she doesn't even love her." The father says, "Thank you. I will find out the truth myself." The next day, the father brings a teddy bear for his daughter. She becomes very happy. After he goes to work, the stepmother shouts again, "Look what you did to my blouse. You ruined it." The little girl says, "But I didn't do anything." The stepmother yells, "Be quiet. Go fold the clothes." The girl says, "But I want to play with my toys." The stepmother angrily throws her out of the room. A little later, the father comes back early. The wife gets nervous and says, "You came back so soon?" The father calls his daughter and gently says, "Forgive me, my dear. Natalia is the real witch from the stories." The wife screams, "What? That ice cream woman must have poisoned your mind." The husband says, "No, I'm talking about the truth. The teddy bear I gave my daughter had a hidden camera. It recorded everything you did." The wife shouts, "That's a private matter. I can sue you." The husband says angrily, "I can't believe what you did to my daughter. I don't want to see you in this house ever again. Get out right now." He throws her out of the house and hugs his daughter. He says softly, "Don't worry, my love. She will never hurt you again." If you like this story, please like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.